episode 2 of our stat stacking em up gear upgrades. If you've been playing that build for more than a few hours, you probably already have enough money to make our first upgrades. We spent about 2 divines to upgrade our helmet, belt, amulet, and rings from the old ones we had. I'm going to see what kind of damage increase that gives us, as well as survivability increase. Trait site, we're going to start by going to search items, typing in breach. Breach ring should appear. Go to add stat filter, strength, then int, then dex, then all attributes. We go to weighted sum, 1, 1, 1, and then 3 for all attributes. What the weighted sum is going to do, if we type 60, it'll have 60 multiplied by those. So if you have 10 all attributes, it's going to count for 30. 10 dex is going to count for 10. Then at add stat group, we're going to hit and all elemental resistance. You can also make this a weighted sum and do all elemental resistance. Put that as a weight of 3. Fire resistance, lightning resistance, and then cold resistance. And what this will do is it'll give you more rings to choose from, so you might be able to find a better price. And then on your warrior, you can balance out soul rune cores to get to that 75 resistance mark. So for this, a good value is usually like 36. And we're going to see how many 0 quality rings. We're going to do 2 searches, one with 0 quality and one with 50 quality, that come up. This is a really good one. I'm just going to buy that one if that guy sells. But in the meantime, you hit duplicate tab. You increase these by 50%, and then you can get rid of that 0 quality. So we went from 60 to 90. And this is going to show if there's a discrepancy. Guy didn't respond. Yeah, so you'd have to pay 300 exalts for one with quality. But you might be able to find one cheaper without quality. So let's try this guy for 40 exalted. And you're going to have to keep whispering. There we go. Okay, and we're just going to do that one more time, but you can remove fire resistance from the filter. So now you're just going to see cold and lightning. Let's try to get this guy's attention. Alright. Oh, I actually responded. I'm still going to cut the video here because this is going to take a minute. Me just going around trading people. And I'll get right back to you. Alright, after you've got your 2 rings, what I like to do is delete all this, delete breach ring, and type in the item category, so not the search filter, amulet. Now amulets, since the all attribute roll can go a lot higher, even with 0 quality, we can up this to 90. And right off the bat, we find some for just a few exalts. So if they're really cheap like that and you have more money, why don't we go for something a little better? Let's get energy shield. So the first energy shield number that pops up is armor only one. So after you click it, you just re-enter, find that second option, and be as greedy as this if you like. If you have more money, you can type 70. If you're on a budget, 50 energy shield's fine. So now I just look for one with an implicit you like. There we go. This one is strength. High strength. Lowish all attributes. Mana, but it also has percent energy shield. And of course use AFK. Sometimes they will respawn though. Right below we have another good one though. There we go. So now that we have our 3 items, the most cost-effective thing we'll do is to Adaptive Catalyst your amulet. We're going to hold off on the rings because there are more cost-effective things we can do at the moment. But the amulet, since that all attribute roll is much higher than any other item can roll, we go for that one. If you're unable to get lucky crafting one yourself, you can always buy them for around 100 to 150 exalts, depending on the time of day. Try whispering a few people and get one. The other jewel we look for is one with energy shield. To find that jewel, magic, we type in maximum, go for increased maximum energy shield. And depending on how high the number, it rolls from 10 to 20. It's going to depend on the price. Let me switch this to get some uncorrupted options. So these are a little bit cheaper than the crit jewels for max roll, so you might have better luck here. So we have one jewel that we paid for with maximum energy shield and critical hit chance. We have another jewel that only has maximum energy shield. So we got our Regal and Exalt. This one actually isn't too bad, since energy shield and stun threshold will become important to us when we go CI. So we're going to try valing it. And we get CB, so this is actually a pretty good jewel. I'm also going to val this one, because I'm a degenerate gambler. And we hit extra chaos damage. Not great, but it doesn't break the jewel, so we'll take it. Next big item we're looking for is our helmet, since this is our primary source of energy shield. I might need to drop some intelligence to end up getting a good one. What I like to do is I search for 390. We are going to need high lightning resistance since we're switching up all our res. So let's type in 38, see what comes up for that. Make sure you do helmet. And what we're looking for is someone who forgot to socket a rune in it. So for one divine, it looks like we can get a pretty good one. If this guy sells, it has everything we want. 20 int, lightning res, and high ES after we put that rune in it. Awesome, we got a response. next upgrade is going to be putting Soul Core of Quipolotl into our Pillar of the Cage God. That's going to provide us about 10% more damage. The gear upgrades we've made in this video, we've gone from 140,000 to about 200,000 on our Ice Strike DPS. We've also gained a significant amount of Energy Shield. Both those upgrades will allow you to take on some higher end content. I don't even have the Jewel Socket, let's throw those in too. That's cheating. Still gives us around 200,000 DPS, even though I forgot to take out my Prism of Belief. Awesome. Well, I hope you've enjoyed these upgrades and have a good day.